All right, folks. Break out the old margaritas and the lawn chairs and the volleyball and the baseball mitt. No more than 15 minutes ago, I logged 54 degrees. I have not freely left doors open in the barn in I don't know how long. We were scheduled to get 41 or 42 degrees today, but they were off just a little bit. But for once, you're not going to hear me crying about the weather forecast being just a little bit wrong. Unbelievable. Now we're going to take a nice little walk outside. Haven't done a video for quite some time. Just one of those things. Time is a very funny word. Very funny. Okay. Tells the date today. I think it's the 21st. It's Sunday. It is 5:27 p.m. I just finished up feeding all the grain. Probably didn't do a good job of explaining down here. I don't know if you've seen last, but some changes were made. There's been some animals split up, some animals brought outside. I do believe I did a video on that. These three are heading outside by the end of next week. These Holstein steers, these big pigs, they will be staying in here until it's time for a feeder market sale. Probably the very beginning of April. And we'll take a look at the unstock. And we're going to take a look at the cow yard, because we are going to go take a sorghum sample, which I should have done about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So it's time to crack the whip. I'm going to blame it on the weather. Guarantee there's a couple hundred of you that are doing the same thing. If you're experiencing this kind of weather, the old mind starts just zinging. Well, there's been a little bit of procrastination going on here, mixed in with the old almighty word of time, which is a very funny word to me. It's time to crack the whip on some stuff. I've been lagging behind. For example, we're going to do some jaw jacking here for your Sunday evening pleasure. For example, these two bowls, these remained bowls, they need to they need to get taken care of. They need to be castrated. And of course that needs to be done by the vet. I will freely admit to you, I have never used a knife for castration, and the vet needs to be called. These two here, and there's a one nutter in here. Young steer. Settle down. That guy in the end there. Everybody's doing real good. It is a little bit of a mucky mess in here, I will agree. There is a full and complete total barn cleaning going on tomorrow morning. Immediately and very early, because I need to get my butt on the road for a couple of days. I got some pretty intense stuff going on, but life is good. So yeah, a lot of things lagging. What I plan on doing here is the ultimate goal here is there's going to be 2 free pens here. And I need to get those bowls. I need to get the bowls out of the yard. They need to come in the barn. And those bowls are going to be in here, the 2 big boys. And yes, they are going to be on concrete. I don't know what else to do. They're going to be on concrete until a fertility test, the very first or second week of April. Therefore, they're going to be on concrete for about 1 month. I don't really care for that to happen, but I don't know what else to do to them except to put them in the maternity pen that I built. But that needs to be abided by in about 3 weeks with some early calving cows that I had purchased. So yeah, the bulls are going to go on concrete till fertility test. After fertility test, I'm going to do something different with them. They're not going to come in here on concrete. The younger of the two outside, I'm doing a little gambling. I am keeping this year. We'll see how he does. He might be an absolute failure after his first or second or third jumping. He does have a muscle issue, and it was significantly bad last year. He's come leaps and bounds, but it's still an issue there. You can see it. I'm going to take a gamble. He did us a real good job last year before he got hurt, and even after he mended up. Anyway, whatever. He's gonna go on out there and play a little bit here this summer. I have full minds of 3003. This guy right here, he's my little buddy. I am keeping him. He's the best out of the bunch. Truth of the matter is, I guess I should probably be selling him. I don't think so. My herd comes first. I am going to put him to work, and it's going to probably be the very latter part of July. These other ones are going for sale. And the big boy, the oldest guy out of the two there, out in the yard, he is going to come up for sale as well. So, long story short, I'm going to have two of my own bulls out there for cleanup. Let's just say August 1st. Let's keep this simple. And then I will be bringing in a third bull for cleanup. The goal is to start our AI program, artificial insemination, July 1st. Now, we're going to save this for another different special video, maybe one evening in the house there with a Diet Coke or something. We'll do a little video with some paperwork. I have just completed what I am purchasing this year for AI semen sticks. And I'm very happy to share that with you. We'll talk more about that some evening to come. And I'm also going to share with you my thoughts and feelings on something which is probably going to turn a lot of eyebrows. But I'm going to give you my explanation on it, and we'll stop there. We'll save it. Okay. We are going to take a feed sample of the sorghum. This is the Alpha X Sorghum Sedan Forage King. It's BMR hybrid. This is second cut, and it was bale wrapped. I should have done this 2 months ago. Now the truth is, I did have and I never shared it with you. Shame on me. I did do a nutrition report on the chopped sorghum. I need to dig that piece of paper up, and I need to share those numbers with you. I put it in extremely dry, and if anybody watched those videos when we did those, you agree that it was put up very dry. Good feed nonetheless. Okay, today was a little bit of a stockpiling day. The whole barn's filled with bales of hay and bales of straw and loose soybean straw. There's enough bales to get by here for the next 4 or 5 days because we're heavy into corn silage right now. With the weather breaking and it not being frozen, obviously I'm in a t-shirt, the silage is going just fine. That is about to be cut in half very, very quickly, and then at some point it's going to be cut all together. Being we are breathing right down the neck of calving season. Never ends. All right, this little lot of young stock here is doing real good. I'm very, very happy with these calves. Their rate of gain with that good alfalfa baleage, and then of course their grain rations that are now twice a day. You know, without overloading them. You got to watch that, folks. They're doing just fine. Very happy with them, their condition, their health. What are you running at? You better slow your roll there, buddy. That's a beautiful looking heifer right there. She's obviously staying on this Vieser farm. What are you curious about? You ought to look in a mirror yourself, for God's sakes. They just got a new bale of alfalfa baleage. Can you believe 1 week ago, now I'll admit I'm playing a little bit of a tough guy right now. I'm just soaking up this sun. 1 week ago, in fact, I even did a corny little video about it. We were sitting right here, it was 13 below zero. And that water had froze up. Now we're sitting here in 52, 53 degrees, t-shirt, mixing margaritas, and California dreaming. That was stupid. As you can see with the warmth, we're also getting some dirtiness. The muckiness is starting. Now folks, this weather is not going to continue. We are going to get blasted multiple times again with some sub-zero temperatures. Okay, probably should explain to you, I haven't even posted the video yet. I'm going to post it before this one. And that's me getting stuck out in the field in the snow. This weather had a major player to do in that. It softened everything up. That and this time of year, these cows are all on edge. They haven't seen me in my white t-shirt for quite some time now. That and this time of year, anything under the crust of that snow turns into sugar sand. So, anyway, let's get out of this wind for a second. This is nothing but a big funnel back here. Now I got the hiccups. So anyway, yeah, I ended that video for good reasons. I wasn't very happy. I wasted my entire Saturday afternoon. But whatever, it comes with territory sometimes. I ended up getting out by the skin of my teeth after getting on hook to that wagon with the 6150. Coming back to the house here, it was late, so I had to do chores. I went back out with the chain. I was in disbelief, but I got it out. Not in the beginning. I got stuck again, but with the chain, you've got a little more leeway. I was able to regroup, and I was probably about 1,000 pounds of pressure away from probably ruining the wagon. But you got to do what you got to do. I had to get it the hell out of there, and it got out just fine. I got it out. Everything's good. It was a hairy afternoon. Lost probably about 3-4 hours. 3 hours, but I guess there's worse things in the world. All right, big boy's over here. You better stay over there too, you punk. The younger bull's right there. And it goes without saying, this warm weather, she's starting to get a little mucky. But you know, the ground's still pretty solid here. It's just surface melting, we're gonna call it. They got quite a bit of feed here today and tonight. They were running low on everything. They got multiple bales of hay, a bale of corn stalks, and of course this morning a full feeder wagon of corn silage. And a bale of sorghum. Oh, I can't even see. Boy, that sun is powerful today. Come on, get on here now. Move it. Hey, hey. Let's go. Come on now. So let's just go ahead and do this one-handed. Get out. Yeah, this is a little dangerous, but that's the way I like to live. You know what? We're going to do this the easy way. This was stupid. Just stole my sample. Get out of here. Move it. Move it. It's another beautiful young heifer right there that didn't get weaned off. She's going to be staying here on this Vieser farm, produce calves. Get out of here. It's not for you. Which is another reason for this, getting these bulls. I gotta get these bulls out of this yard. I am so behind. What? Bunch of pregnant mamas. It's 10:13. I'm looking at her and about 4 others. I don't think it takes a very keen eye to see that she's probably not bred. What the hell are you doing? Big tough brute. This weather's got everybody calmer than a cucumber. These cattle are just loving it. So this is Big Boy right here. Understand the fence is right here. You can say what you wish, but this fence is like a brick wall to these cattle. I know somebody's gonna correct me, but that's fine. This is Big Boy right here. He just serviced this herd for his 2nd year. Obviously, he's got another big group of calves coming out. But he's got to go. It's 2 years and out. I'm keeping a lot of his daughters. He's got a lot of his daughters out here, so he has to go. And I don't know what I'm going to do here. He's definitely not going to come up for sale until a fertility test. They're showing off for this movie is what they're doing. Quit all that crap. Bunch of turkeys. Yeah, I hate to see him go. Good bull. Threw a lot of calves on this farm. He's got to go. So anyway, what I'll probably do obviously is perform a fertility test first. That's an absolute must. With the correct, legitimate paperwork. I don't know how else to put that. And for sale. Probably, you know, around here, people are going to want him. They're going to want a cleanup bull. Or a bull in general by July 1st, if not middle of June. Well, I don't know about you, but normally I'd like to bring one in, purchase one and bring one in about a month in advance. Get him used to surroundings, everything else, different smells. Of course, you can't be out in your herd, but yeah. Folks, I don't think I'm doing a very good thing here by just holding this sorghum in my hand. I'm going to put you down for 2 seconds. I'm going to put this in this Ziploc bag. Just give me 2 seconds, please. I'm awful sorry about that. So here we go. Got all the air out of there best I could. Make sure you get a good brand bag. Obviously we all know Ziploc, for crying out loud. And what I'm gonna do is, I don't have the time in the morning, but I can about promise you Dad needs to go to the feed mill for one thing or another tomorrow. I'm gonna have him sorry about that wind. I'm going to have him bring that to the mill. All right, I guess while we're in here, Cattle Master Gold. This is the FP5, which is fetal protection. This is obviously for cows and heifers for vaccinations. And Pyramid 10. There's a lot better stuff out here, but this is what we've generally always used. That little mini fridge is worth its weight in gold, having out here in the old milk house. But yeah, I'm gonna have Dad bring that that sorghum sample into the feed mill, and then that's gonna get handed off to the feed mill's nutritionist. Now, he's not a full-time on the feed mill nutritionist employed by the mill. We'll call him a sub. And yeah, he does a real good job. Usually gets back to you very surprisingly quickly with a document by email, and lets you know what you got. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my little buddy right there. He's staying on this farm. This guy right here, and these two over here, I'm almost half tempted to castrate the youngest one here. This is 3007 because of his size. I'm not going to let that be a player. We'll see what happens. He's the oldest of the bunch of bulls. Excuse me, the youngest. His size just isn't there like some of the rest of them. And of course, you know, these calves were in the barn, so you're going to get a little bit of that hair loss. We'll call it the mange or whatever you want to call it. We're also dealing with, we're dealing with cattle here, folks. We're talking about a little bit of lice. Now it's been, colder than a son of a gun, so a lot of that stuff doesn't exist much this time of year. But that's what it comes from inside the barn here. We didn't take a very good look at the calves that were out in the Youngstock lot, but there's none of that out there. So anyway, I'm just jibber jabbering on here. Yeah, we'll do a video yet to come here with what I'm doing for my AI program this year, what I'm using for bulls that are strictly coming from Genix. And I'll give you my 2 cents on it, and including a couple cents I have on something on this farm. Basically, now there's not going to be a change here, but well, I don't have the words tonight. I have had a long week and a long weekend, but life is good. Basically, I'll let the cat out of the bag right now. We'll talk more about it later if anybody's even still watching. This is a long video. I'm getting real tired of the attitude around here. The attitude of these pure blacks. I'm getting really tired of it. And there's some changes that need to be made, and I have reasons behind them. I'll share them with you on this other video. Therefore, I want, basically, this farm's being turned into a black baldy farm. I'm going to be mixing in a lot of Hereford. The list goes on, and of course, reds as well. Yeah, I don't want to talk too tough right now, but I'm looking at an additional small handful of red Angus heifers. We have not reached that agreement or deal just yet, but the interest is there. I went and looked at them, and me and this fellow farmer, we just need to sit down and come up with a little bit of a deal. Or we'll just say an agreement. If anybody's wondering, because I gave you a lot of teasers, I am going to a John Deere dealership Friday of this coming week and sealing the deal on a certain piece of equipment. It's a done deal. I won't say anything further until it's here. We'll have a nice showcase. I'll give you my reasons behind it as well. So anyway, all right, folks, it's it's an early Sunday evening. I'm tired. I got some stuff to do here before it turns dark. I'll probably be working here for about another hour or better, hour plus, and we're gonna go from there. And I'm gonna try and make some things up to you. You know, my old famous words. I'm gonna make some things up to you here later this week and this weekend with some videos about what's going on and some of these things that I'm talking about cracking the whip and regrouping and getting together on some of this stuff. Time is just gone. So anyway, that's about it. I got to kick in all the hay. I got a couple other odds and ends to do, and that is it for this week. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope your weekend was all right. Hope your weather's fair where you are. It finally was here today. I'm enjoying it and broke out the old white t-shirt for the first time this year, 2020. So anyway, talk to you sooner and later.